Wow. All right. Mine is basically like it's like an app that depending like you can essentially I guess you would choose like a subject for like your major like it'd be we have like film, web design, video games, and then like communication, and you can basically like browse for like it basically makes you suggest books that it would suggest if you wanted to like study outside of school
Oh, word.
yeah
It's
so
like advance your knowledge.
yeah,
Almost type thing?
if you're
Word.
like over the summer and you want to keep up, or there's a topic in class that they didn't cover, like they like briefly touched upon, but you kind of like wanted like a whole book on it, or kind of fascinating, you could do that. I guess to start off, you're a film major, or you're interested in film, I guess. You want to find like you're getting more and more interested on like learning to edit, like editing film. It's kind of right here too. I'm trying to read it off the top of my head.
Oh, okay.
But so you want to find like a book on editing. Oops, I need this out here first. That would help. Try and find a book on editing and try to like make note of it. I guess that's the right wording.
Let's see. Edit major, book viewer, suggestions. See, suggestions?
Okay.
Yeah, reading upside down is.
Yeah.
I hear you, man. I hear you. Let's see.
Actually, I think that's what I was
Film?
looking for. Sorry. So as you scroll, it'll say.
Here we go.
Yeah, I forgot.
Sorry, my handwriting's kind of tiny.
It's all good.
Yeah, if you need to refer to this, you can. That's the reason why. It's
I mean,
there, too.
I guess any one of them. I mean, special effects, makeup,
I don't have a thing for that.
or 101 Things Learning to Film School.
I don't have a thing for that either.
You can choose anything you want as long as it's
Editing, cut by cut.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh no, it's all editing. So I didn't know exactly what editing you wanted.
Yeah, sorry.
It's all good, dude.
So then alright.
Alright, cut by cut editing, summary info,
No, your video production.
and then it's got the image. That's awesome. Viewing options.
Alright,
Favorite.
alright, go.
Favorites. Yes.
Alright. Mission complete. Alright, so it would just automatically go back to like the page in case you want to keep browsing. So your next task is that although you're a film major, you're still kind of interested in like web design, specifically CSS. I don't even know what that is, but
Is that like Adobe product?
it might be C++. I'm not sure.
C++ is programming.
Yeah, that's a good question.
CSS sounds so familiar. I think CSS is like a form of programming.
Yeah, yeah, it's definitely web related.
Yeah, so
I just had to look up. I went on Borders.com and looked up like books that would kind of like stand out. That's that one. So like you basically want to do the same thing that you kind of did with the film one. Like you basically want to find a book on CSS and then like add it to your favorites. Like how would you do that basically?
pretty much just the same thing I did, except in the beginning, instead of film, I think, yeah, I would have picked, web design.
Okay, can you act it out? Like
Yeah.
okay. Or you don't have to redo everything. Like you can still I don't know. Shit, I don't know if it's just this. There's you can also change. You can still change your major. Like you don't.
On the
yeah.
the first page,
Yeah.
there's change major.
Yeah.
Yeah. Edit major.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh no, it's all good.
So they would bring it. So I mean, it's not like your official major. It's just like that was just like the word I used to classify the things under.
Oh no, I mean that stood out to me. Like I even though I saw this for like a millisecond, like I memorized like all these.
Okay.
So that's good.
Yeah, that's good. So
So web.
Yep, and then it would go. Where are you? Okay, here we go. So now it's going to browse web.
CSS for web design.
Yep.
They can do either. I mean, they can send you like say, I want to go
Options.
Yeah, here we go.
I came on this page back and they can use like when you're on
Favorite.
oh, here's the link.
Yes.
All right, and then.
I was also thinking like.
All right, again, we just go back to like the list in case you want to keep browsing. All right, so that's done. So next thing you want to do is you just want to like view like what you actually have in your favorites list to make sure it's what you want.
Oh, would that be view or hold on, book views?
Do that. Yeah.
I mean, we're not
I mean, like since those are the only two books that you looked at, yeah, you can do that. I mean, since you favored them both.
Yeah.
And then
This is very thought out.
I tried. I was like, oh my god.
It's like really like ours is just like. I mean, yours is just like.
Thanks.
Wow, it's like.
I was like, I don't want there to be any like loopholes, because I'm afraid that like.
Same with his. Like it just everything floats so nicely.
Thanks. So, okay, and then so you suddenly have a change of heart now. Like you decide that maybe you don't want the CSS book on your favorites. How would you like take it off?
Well, then I'd click. I'd go to my favorites list, and then I'd click the CSS book.
Okay, so yeah, so basically you bring
this is your.
And then remove.
yep, and then this should come up,
Yes.
and then.
Like go the next semester. There's this one.
I mean, it's gonna go since you're under like the books you viewed. It's gonna go back to like the books that you viewed, but it wouldn't be on your favorites list anymore. Like if you went to favorites, only the cut by cut one would be on there.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it. And did a good job. Thanks for participating.
It was both yours was very well thought out and like very.
Thanks. It's a lot of work. I was like, oh my god.
How long did it take you?
Huh?
How long did it take?
I forget when I started. It was like
I guess I should have printed out.
I think it was the what was it? It was the Monday before he wasn't here or whatever. The day that class was
Like
canceled.
3 weeks ago, 2 weeks
I
ago.
think so. I can't remember the exact date, but I can't remember when I started. But I remember I was up to like 3 in the morning, like trying to do it out. Cause like I was on a mission.
Did you guys like make mistakes? Like have to redo some of this
Well,
stuff?
part of it is I'm a slow worker, and I was like I'm kind of a neat freak, so I had to have like all all this like the buttons like the same size or whatever. So it was like I had to make like I had to cut out like a bunch of these and shit. So like I mean it took me like again like I'm a slow worker. I was kind of working at my own pace, but I think it was like yeah no it's like
Forever, like the first 3 took me like an hour, and I got everything.
yeah.
I think it was fine.
It's a lot, yeah. It's a lot of information to put on that much. That stuff.
But you just added screens instead of adding boxes. Like instead of like putting a lot of clutter on the screen, you just made more screens.
Yeah,
Essentially. Because you have a lot of screens, which is good. I mean.
yeah. Like I when he showed us that like the one example on YouTube or whatever, like I kind of noticed how they kept adding screens onto it, sort of like because like instead of having to like go back to going back to like the same profile page, like there was more than one. So if you just like return the profile, there'd be like I don't know if that's making any sense. I usually
No, it makes sense. It makes sense.
but I try to do it like that because it'd be easier to like I guess view your history, like what steps they went through. But I don't know. I mean, I think I started at like a 10 or 11 at night. I think I don't know. So I mean, it took me a while, but again, like yeah, I'm a really slow worker. I had to like I don't know. Don't be intimidated. I hope you're not intimidated
No, man.
by like how long it took me to do it.
Like I said, both are just on point. Like really good.
Thanks.
think the biggest problem with ours right now is that we each have our own thing to do. We just have to combine it and make the project. Because it's like we all have our own projects. Like all the styles are different.
Yeah, we really didn't sit down with like to like make a consistent layout or whatever. Because I think we all thought that like what we were doing is like because he assigned us like 3 different little things or whatever. But then like we all thought that like okay, out of the best one out of the 3 is the one that we're gonna go with. Not like all 3 of them are gonna be like combined into one single like app. So it's like I think that had something to do with it. But then part of it too is we haven't all been here like together a lot with. It was like twice or something. So it's like
Does Jen have one too?
she has. I haven't seen hers in action, but she brought something in last time, and then. But I think she forgot some of it at home, so she was our tester. So she was like, "You stay here, and I'm gonna go out. And I'm gonna do that because I don't have a whole thing." But, yeah, I don't know.
What made you guys decide on the phone over? I mean, not that it matters. Just
I mean, on the thing, I think it said like, where is it? I was because he was kind of big to begin with, like about what we could do. At least I mean, everybody was kind of doing the web thing. But I thought, like, did we have to do web? Like, where is it? I think on the.
Would you say instead of this?
I was in the back. I don't know. I looked on here somewhere and it said. I think it said something like oh yeah, like the design, like the medium, like the iPhone, like the plasma screen, the kiosk. I found out because Cindy Airway is doing like a web thing. I thought that'd be something different. And I think it. I don't know. I was just like, I had my heart set on doing the web phone thing. I guess I don't know. After a while, I was like, that's what we're doing.
how did you come up with the idea to like do book searches?
Because originally, like, we didn't really have any ideas originally. I was like, okay, well, maybe we could have like a reference thing to like the color wheel or something. But then he came in and said that like he wanted us to do something different. He basically got us to come up with a bunch of ideas, and then we each had to do. We basically out of the list, like we each had to do one of them, and he basically suggested that the ones that we came up, like the ones that we individually came up with, like they're the ones that we should stick with because they'll be like the ones that we and talk to everyone, I guess, read about and most about. So yeah, I kind of came up with the book suggestion because, like, I mean, I don't know. There's a bunch of books like I want to get, but like I don't. So I've just been taking pictures of them at Borders. So I thought but again, like I don't think I'm gonna be able to read them during this semester, like probably during the summer.
Yeah.
So I thought, I don't know why that just came to mind. And then Jen did like an event one, or like one that was based upon like your major. It would tell you about events that were specific to it instead of like, because you know, like the web, the email, it's like it basically tells you like it notifies you of every event this school is doing, even though it's like like more than half of them are like I'm not gonna go to that or I don't care. So
So it's like events you actually care about?
yeah. But I don't know.
Oh, that's cool, man.
I wish we were still doing this one app because like I don't know how we're like the consistency and like if we have to make basically like a clickable prototype or whatever, like that's gonna be hard if we all have to do it. Instead of having one. I don't know.
I think you guys are, right on track,
Thanks.
So I mean, I don't even have any really criticisms or anything. Everything flowed. It was nice.
Thanks.
Yeah, dude. Nothing. Do you have anything else? Any other questions?
I think that's it.
Really?
Thanks again for participating. And
So what's your major?
I'm going for film right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I was education, but the classes I was taking, I was like, hey, these classes are too boring. But I don't know.
Did you want to be a teacher or?
I kind of did, and then I kind of wanted to do film, so I kind of went. After the first semester, after my first semester, I kind of did more classes that I could like play around, like less specific to a major. Like I did like a game development class. and then I did like a creative writing class just to like see what I want to do. And I kind of went with film. Like initially I wanted to do film, but then like I suddenly got an urge to do education, and then I kind of went back to film. So
Did you take appreciation of film? Or
yeah,
how was that?
it was okay. We didn't really have a lot of work. It was
Who's your teacher?
this is the winter or something.
Oh, because there's Ben Zanson, who I had, who's really cool, and then there's Hiller, who's like,
Yeah.
he's like the film guy.
Yeah, I signed up for him, but then they gave me another teacher. They gave me this winter chick, and I don't know. Some of the stuff I didn't think she knew too well, but I mean,
Like what movies did you watch?
we watched Double Indemnity, Children of Men.
Contact us.
We watched Citizen Kane.
Mine sucked because she wanted us to watch the movies at home, and then we'd come into class and she would like show us like broken parts of the movie and like review it. And we never really watched a full movie in that class. It's pretty terrible.
Did you have a winter too? Or?
No.
Oh.
I remember what the lady's name was.
I guess everybody. Yeah, we watched them in class. So we were like, okay.
It still wasn't like much work. And, like when the test came around,
Yeah.
I just used common sense and
Yeah.
got pretty good grades on them too.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the book or anything.
I got like I had to write a paper like comparing like The Matrix and Children of Men. I thought I didn't think it was that great, but she gave me 100, so I was like, okay,
Yeah,
it's all right.
pretty cool class because it was just so easy.
And in our film we watched American Beauty.
Oh, okay, cool.
Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh wow,
That's
a neat one.
Yeah, we got some really, and then in my films survey of American film, that was actually a really interesting class.
Really?
Like we learned why films are like popular when they are, and
That's pretty cool. I never thought about that.
it's really interesting. It's with Hiller.
Okay.
And we watched American History X.
Okay. Oh wow. I haven't seen that, but I've heard things about it.
It is one of the best movies ever.
Really?
It's so good.
Okay. Cool.
I love
I
it.
think the only thing I've really heard about it is the curb stop, but that's
I mean, that's the thing that stands out, but like it had such a deep
had-
meaning.
okay.
It was pretty good.
Alrighty. I'll probably watch it. I mean, eventually. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, if it's ever on TV or whatever, like, you know,
Yeah.
then you can watch it. It's definitely worth
I
watching.
mean, I'll probably have to take I'll probably have to take that class anyway,
it's on-
so
it's in the major.
I'll probably see it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
I'm just gonna turn this off.